Okay. I have no confidence in what I'm about to do right now. Anything having to do with architecture, right angles, straight lines, I have no confidence in. Because I know it's always going to be imperfect. The lines aren't always going to be straight. Even if I one-to-one trace this, it's not going to be just how I want it to be. But that's okay. Recently I was given the task of drawing my church that I've been a part of since I was born. I was baptized in this church. It's a very special opportunity I was given, so I want it to be the best it can be. This is Let's Make Mistakes. I can't teach you anything about what I'm doing, but I'll show you how to mess something up. I hope you can make something along with me, and by the end of the video we both can have something to appreciate. I hope all is well in your life. You had a safe holiday weekend last week. Recently I've been very unmotivated, uninspired, just been a big ball of nothing. Feelings don't last forever. You can be stuck in a rut, but with proper assistance, you can be brought out. That too shall pass. The past 2 weeks have been pretty rad. Busy weekend last week, so I didn't have a chance to do what I'm doing now. But we regain. We get out of our ruts, make our own luck, find our inspirations, and do something about it. When I was given the opportunity to draw this church, I didn't know how to feel about it initially. I know what I'm good at, what I'm bad at. When it comes to drawing architecture, I have no confidence. But a very active member of the church asked me to do it. I obliged, and they fully believed that I could do it. Excuse me. And it really helps to have someone believe in you when even you don't believe in you. That sounds like gibberish. When you don't believe you can do something, but someone else has confidence in you, that's a very powerful thing. It's so easy to doubt yourself, but for a project like this, if someone else can see me doing something and believing I can do it well, that gives me enough drive to follow through, prove them right. I am my own worst critic, I am my worst enemy, and I don't think that's ever going to change. And a lack of confidence is so unbecoming in somebody. Like, how are you going to do anything in this life if you're not willing to try just because you don't think you can do it? Because if I fully doubted myself, I was given this opportunity and didn't heed it, I would feel even worse about myself than trying and failing. Am I making sense, or do I need to shut up? It just speaks volumes whenever someone else has faith in your abilities. As I come to this building every Christmas Eve, every Easter, a lot of Sunday mornings have been spent inside this building. So I wanted to give back in the best way I know how. I'm just thankful to be making another video, because no matter what, without fail, I procrastinate. I find something else more interesting to do than this right here, even though it makes me so happy. I think I procrastinate doing it because I know it's going to be difficult and not easy. Any other day, I'd get home from work and fully turn my brain off. Because working a 9-to-5 life, you put everything into the work you do every day. You don't want to come home to more challenges. I need to rewire my tendencies, my thinking in a more productive manner. Because no matter what I do, I always put so much pressure on whatever it is that I'm stressing about. Yeah, this really deep conversation through this past week, and it opened my eyes and even made me cry a little bit just with how real it got. I'm living my life by someone else's standards, or standards that are not mine. And I rarely make my own decisions. I don't do things that are good for me. I do things that are good for others and put myself in a secondary position. I've probably talked about this endlessly already, but it's such an important thing to talk about, so I want to reiterate it as much as possible. You need to be... What is a voyeur? That word just popped up in my head for no reason. I don't know why voyeur just popped up into my head, but one obtaining sexual gratification from observing unsuspecting individuals who are partly undressed, naked, or engaged in sexual acts. Voyeurism is not what I needed. Why did my brain just shoot that out? Oh my god. You can't put yourself in the back seat of every situation. If you want to live a happy and gratifying life, you got to take control. This is just my opinion. Everything is just my opinion. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just what's on my mind. I am a people pleaser. I want to make anyone and everyone the happiest that they can be, and I do so even to my own detriment, which is in no way healthy, because there has to be boundaries. That was part of the important conversation I had me crying. There needs to be boundaries. There needs to be limits, because one person can only take so much before it becomes a problem. Part of self-care is making decisions for you and you alone. Me investing and getting a new car, that was just for me. That was something I needed, something I funded. I had help in the process, but it was my actions alone that drove that whole deal. You can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. Oh yeah. In other news, for Halloween I dressed up as Spider-Man. My lady dressed up as Mary Jane. We're the cutest ever, can't tell me different. Mi luna y mis estrellas. Very thankful for her. She can be my Mary Jane any day of the week, because we're both so emotionally intelligent with how we think and feel, and the conversations we have are so important. It's not always so serious, it's not always life and death, but as hard as it is to rip off the band-aid and have a hard, difficult, emotional conversation, we both can handle that. And I'm very thankful for it. Because I'll just tell her and talk to her and explain how my brain works and how I handle a situation. And she's like, that's not healthy. When you casually talk about how you live your day-to-day reality and someone is concerned for you, when you just innocently explain, oh yeah, I do this because of this, and I think this. And they're like, oh my god, why? And all it takes is for an outside perspective to be like, you know you don't have to live your life that way. You can be happy too. And I'm like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? Because you can be so thick in the weeds of your own life and you don't see a way out, you think there is no way out. This is just how my life is. But if someone were to come along with a point of view that is separate from yours, they can help lead you out. And that is a priceless thing. She keeps me sane. She keeps me happy. I fall for her every single day. Had a fantastic day with my lady yesterday. We went shopping. She went to Sephora, got some hair care stuff. We walked by the Adidas store. Saw the design for the new Colombian national team soccer jerseys. So sick. I bought us a matching set. She is mi mariposa. And the design on the new jerseys are butterfly wings. So, you know your boy had to cop a pair. You know what I'm saying? So sick. I'm wearing it right now. Haven't taken it off since I got home. I slept in it last night. I'm just very, very thankful for anything and everything that has been going on with my life recently. Even the bad things, even the emotional things. It is just good to have ups and downs. Because if it was steady and gray and static, I would be miserable. Going back to the last weekend, Halloween and costumes. This isn't an original thought by any means, but it was just making me laugh. But you know when you dress up as an eccentric character, to properly pull off a good costume, you almost have to adopt that personality, the mannerisms. Like if you dress up as Deadpool, you gotta have a few wacky quips. You have to act a certain way if you want to pull off the costume correctly. Am I making sense? Probably not. But the funny part about it is serious life events happening if you're dressed up as a wacky character. Like, imagine Halloween weekend, you're going to a party and you just happen to get in a car accident and like you get rear-ended and you step out of the car dressed as like Elmer Fudd or something. Like, oh, I got T-boned and Goofy the dog came out of the car. Can't laugh that hard. I got too many straight lines to do. We gotta lock in. Lately, I've also been thinking about greatness and the pursuit of greatness. I'm continuing to come to the realization that I have to sacrifice comfort for growth. And that's what I'm finding more and more of, is I have a tendency to lean into what's comfortable. I know what's on the door for me on the other side of working really hard. Pushing yourself beyond limits that you mentally set for yourself. And this goes hand in hand with working out and exercise, that your mind quits long before your body does. But when you feel the stress that you're putting on your body and that becomes too much, you give up and you don't realize that you can do so much more. If only you could just keep going. You can keep going, man. Your mind is the only thing stopping you. And I have to realize that, or remind myself of that almost each week when I make these videos. Because even though it's fun, even though I'm having the best time, it is still a challenge. It is still something that I have to force myself to do almost. On any given day when I work my 9 to 5, there's nothing I want more than to turn my brain off, play video games, listen to music, not do anything involving creativity, using my brain. I want to rot. All my brain juice is empty. There is no fluid in my head. But on the other side of that coin, there is nothing I want more in this life than to be good at creating. And to do it often. That's all I've wanted for a long time. And I want that to become my reality. I see it in my head every day. I know what it can look like. I know what it can feel like. I've visualized all of it. But when it comes down to it, I rely more on my comforts than my discomforts. I need to put myself in more positions where I'm living like my best self and acting the way that he would act, you know? And it all comes down to how you spend your time, what you think about, what's important to you, and learning to identify what is good for me. Yeah, vitamins, good diet, a lot of water, a lot of sleep. I mean, those are the basics. Those are actual necessities for life. But what's good for me in a sense of greatness. But I need to realize what is good for me so I can become better at what I want to do. It's heavy, man. It's always heavy. Why do I get so serious on these videos? Like, I need some comedic relief or something. I need a fat guy to fall, or like a dog riding a unicycle. I need that. You know what? I'll just cut this in half and put Subway Surfers on the bottom so everybody's copacetic. Because when I say it right now as I draw and make the video, it makes no sense what comes out of my mouth. It's all just a blur. But whenever I edit it, sometimes it makes sense. I just have to cut out all the heavy breathing, burps, and nonsense, and the silence. There's so much silence when I record. Because I totally forget that the camera's rolling, and it's just dead air. I'm just breathing heavily, and I make so many idle noises, it pisses me off. I clear my throat, I sniffle, hack up stuff. There's nothing in the world that I want more than to be great at what I do. I want to be the best I can possibly be, while still maintaining some form of gratitude and humbleness. That's a really tall order, and it's only sometimes that I show real signs of wanting it and wanting to achieve it. Like, every day's a coin toss. On one side, I highly motivated. I want all my dreams to come true. I want to be the best version of myself. And on the other side of the coin, I am a docile, non-thinking waste of space. That's really how I feel playing video games and indulging in rabbit holes on YouTube and just nonsense. Just farting, picking boogers. There's just a lot more that is going to light my fire. That's really going to scratch the itch that I feel, and that is just to create every day and be the best version of myself. And I know it can be done. Like I said, I've seen it in my head. I know exactly what it looks like, how it feels, and if I can channel even a little bit of that feeling of already doing it, then I can bring it into reality, just like drawing a picture. If I can see something in my head and it is not out into the physical world, then I have the power to create it. If I have the power to think of it, I have the power to create it. I need to go to bed. Like, it's not even funny. I need rest. I'm just thankful to have made yet another video, created something that did not exist before. Thankful to do it with you all. I hope to see you in the next installment of Let's Make Mistakes, but until then, be good and embrace your mistakes. Bye. Love you.